Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts.
In this video, I'm looking at Heavy Metal issue 3. Okay, so this is issue 3 of Heavy Metal, volume, whatever it is. Actually, there's 1,000 volumes because I did it year by year. Anyway, this is the reboot for Heavy Metal. So it's issue 3. Not quite sure what's going on with this one because it's supposed to be quarterly, and it's been 3 weeks since issue 2, 4 weeks at the very, very out most. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with this one. Yeah. So this is a Luis Arroyo cover, a artist that has been on lots of heavy metals in the past, so this is the one I went for this time around. And all in all, not bad. Um, not great, but not bad. So Bug's okay. I'm kind of losing what's going on with it because a lot of the people look the same, and it's getting to be confusing about who's actually talking. Um, Tana, this episode is an odd one, but not too bad. Um, then we've got quite a few kind of twisty turny ones in it that either like 2 pages, 3 pages, or like 8 pages, and some of them make sense, and some of them just go, I've no idea what that was about. Um, this one's about a robot that tries to experience taste of food and hooks itself up to a human, and the consequences of that. That's not too bad. Artwork's very, very nice in it. Men of Profit is confusing, and it's kind of like it seems to be like a Westworldy kind of thing, but I don't quite know what the point of it is. Ink Ashen's Echoes is again artwork's really, really nice. I kind of see what they're doing with this one. It's quite a cool little concept. Um, so this is not one. I'm not too sure if this one is made via photo manipulation or if it's 3D models or what, but it's an interesting look. It's about some detectives that hire a psychic to find murdered victims, and that's pretty interesting. Caveman we've seen before, and it seems to follow similar themes, so that's okay, not too bad. Um, got this one called Chicken, which I've no clue what is going on with that at all. Um, Paid in Advance is quite a good little thing about a guy who is sent to a space prison and then onto a mining colony, and things go bad. That's quite good. Best one of the issue is definitely got to be Cold Dead War, which is set after a pilot crashes on the island that's inhabited by the Lochnar, as seen in the movie. And they are effectively joined together with another pilot, and they are given a task by the Lochnar to go around and destroy something that is going to harm the Lochnar. So they basically are told they can go free, and they go to this called Center World, which is kind of underneath the island itself. Pretty cool. Again, interesting concept on what we've seen in the movie, so it's quite cool to see where this is going to go. Artwork's really, really nice as well, so I'm definitely looking forward to more of this. And I'm quite glad that they did kind of that effectively retelling of the movie story in issue 1, so that it's kind of all kind of flows together and follows. So yeah, it's really, really cool. Another 3-page one that I don't know what it's about. Heresy's quite good. Um, about Van Helsing's descendant meeting some possible vampires. Pretty cool. Um, One here about this woman who is like Sorcerer Supreme, and she's destroys the world. Not a clue what's going on with that, but hey, fine. Um, Millstone, pretty decent. Again, artwork wise, really, really nice. Um, Really, really liking kind of the way this is told, and it's yeah, he's quite a cool character. Um, so yeah, that's pretty decent. Then we have the Ugly Duckling, which is interesting. Again, don't want to spoil the ending, but it's a kind of another one of them kind of like kind of twist endings. Pretty good. Deconstructed manga. Don't know what's going on with that, but fair enough. Candidate is quite cool about like a uh interrogator job thing. That's quite interesting. Scorpius 4 reminds me of Dead Space. That's pretty good. Not too bad. Gladiatrix. Again, this is pretty cool. Again, it always reminds me of Larson's artwork. But yeah, not too bad. It's going along at a pace, and at least it's kind of progressing. But yeah. And then there's this one, The Last Roots again. I still think it looks weird. Still looks like it's printed wrong. But that's not too bad. Quite interesting. Again, it's kind of world building stuff is pretty interesting. You kind of, the more you read of it, the more you understand what's actually going on with kind of like the world that they've kind of inhabited. Which I think is the thing with heavy metal is that each of these kind of stories, because they are so you're world building all kind of every time. You're not building on like a DC world where everything is the same kind of thing. Every single story has to have a world that's kind of try and get your point across really quickly to kind of do that. And this one's going on quite nicely. Valentina, yeah, more of the same, not too bad. Artwork's really nice. And then I think that's it. We've got some shorts at the back. Another couple of panels of Harry Canyon, and then that's it. So yeah, so all in all, not a bad issue. I was reading this issue and just realised that I believe the Tana artist is the same one that was doing Barbarella for Dynamite a while ago. So that's quite interesting. It took me about three issues to realise that was it, but that's pretty cool. But yeah, all in all, it's heavy metal. Again, hits and misses. Lots of what the kind of Twilight Zone style stories. But good stuff. So there you go. Anyway, we'll see what happens with issue 4. Because technically speaking, we've got 3 issues now. It's supposed to be quarterly. Issue 4 should not be out until December, January. And then technically, if you really want to be picky, there should be another issue to next November because of the way that they've brought 4 issues out in a year. But we shall see. So there you go. Anyway, that's enough rambling for now. So thanks for listening, and hopefully I will see you on another video very soon. Bye bye.